I never thought I'd be the kind of man who'd plan a quiet but crushing revenge. My name is Jake, I'm 34, and for the last 6 years, I thought my marriage was built on trust. Until one night, everything shattered in the most humiliating way possible. My wife, Sarah, was always the confident type. She had that magnetic charm, the kind that made heads turn wherever she went. But lately I noticed a distance between us. It wasn't just the usual cold shoulders or skipped conversations. It was something darker, something I couldn't put my finger on. One evening, I got suspicious after finding a stranger's perfume scent on her jacket. At first, I brushed it off. Maybe it was just some accidental mix-up. But the nagging feeling grew stronger every day. Sarah started spending more time working late, or going out with friends I didn't know. I tried talking to her gently, asking if everything was okay between us. She'd laugh it off, telling me I was overthinking. But deep down, I knew something was wrong. Then came the day I found her phone left unlocked on the kitchen counter. My heart raced as I scrolled through texts filled with flirty messages from a man named Ryan. The betrayal hit me like a punch to the gut, not just because of the cheating, but the lies layered beneath it all. That night, I barely slept. I sat in the living room, staring at the cold glow of the TV, thinking about what to do. I wanted her to know exactly how much she had hurt me, but I didn't want a scene. No shouting matches, no desperate begging. I wanted quiet, cruel clarity. The next morning, Sarah came home, looking stunning in a brand new red dress. The kind of dress that said, "Look at me." She strutted through the door, smiling with that same confidence I once admired. But then she stopped cold in her tracks. Her eyes fixed on the bathroom mirror. Written in bold, messy letters, right across the glass, were the words, "You're a liar and a cheat. Enjoy your new life alone." Her face turned pale, and I could see her trembling. Not because she was scared of me, but because she realized her lies were exposed in the coldest way possible, silent and unmissable. I didn't say a word. I just watched as the woman who betrayed me fought to keep her composure. She tried wiping the message off, but the smudged letters remained like a permanent stain on our broken marriage. That moment wasn't just about revenge. It was about reclaiming my dignity. But the story doesn't end there. What happened in the days following would change everything between us, forever. After that morning, Sarah barely spoke to me. The air between us was thick with tension. Unspoken words and shattered trust hanging heavy like a storm about to break. She kept avoiding the mirror, but every time she passed it, I saw the flicker of guilt in her eyes. For days, our conversations were shallow, polite but cold. I kept to myself mostly, focusing on my work and pretending to be unaffected. But inside, I was a whirlwind of anger, hurt and confusion. How could the woman I loved so much turn into a stranger overnight? One evening, I found out she had deleted all the messages with Ryan. The evidence was gone, but the damage was permanent. Instead of confronting her directly, I decided to let her live with the weight of her own guilt. I wanted her to feel the emptiness she had created in our marriage. The nights were the hardest. I'd lie awake on the couch, watching her sleep in the other room, feeling the cold space where intimacy used to be. The silence was deafening. Then came the day she finally broke down. It was a quiet Sunday afternoon. I was sitting at the kitchen table when she walked in, eyes red, voice trembling. "Jake, I'm sorry," she whispered. "I never meant to hurt you." I looked at her, feeling a mix of pity and bitterness. "Why, Sarah? Why risk everything we built?" She couldn't answer. Tears rolled down her cheeks as she admitted to the affair. "A moment of weakness," she said, something she regretted deeply. But I wasn't sure if I believed her. The pain was too raw. Despite the heartbreak, I knew I had to decide whether to forgive or walk away. The mirror message wasn't just a punishment, it was a turning point. I wasn't the man who would beg or break down. I was the man who deserved honesty, respect, and love. Over the next few weeks, we tried therapy, conversations, awkward dinners, and forced smiles. But the spark was gone, replaced by scars that refused to heal. One night, as I passed the bathroom mirror, I noticed the message was gone. She must have cleaned it. But I knew some stains don't wash away so easily. I realized then that some betrayals don't just fracture trust. They shatter what was once whole. leaving two broken pieces trying to fit back together. And sometimes the only way forward is to let go. A month later, Sarah moved out. The house felt emptier than ever, but I wasn't sure if I felt relief or loneliness. Maybe a mix of both. The red dress was gone, the perfume scent faded, but the memories lingered like shadows. I spent nights reflecting on everything. The lies, the love, the silence between us. I realized the mirror message was more than just a harsh note, it was a declaration. A declaration that I wouldn't be a fool for love anymore. That I valued myself enough to walk away from betrayal. Friends asked if I regretted how I handled it, if I wished I'd screamed or begged. But the truth was, my silence spoke louder than any argument ever could. Sometimes the quietest actions leave the deepest scars. I didn't want to humiliate her publicly or drag our story online. This was mine, our broken story, and I owned every part of it. But I also learned that love without trust isn't love at all. It's just a fragile lie waiting to break. In the end, the mirror message wasn't about hate. It was about truth. And sometimes truth is the only thing that sets you free.